Yeah, hi all. Good evening, everyone. In the last session, we have discussed about a list interface and the implementation classes of a list interface. In this session, we will see how we will retrieve the collection object. So the collection object will have a individual object. What's a collection? It's a representation of group of individual objects as a single entity. So the collection object will have group of individual objects. So if you want to perform any validation, if you want to set and perform any validation on each and every object, then we need to retrieve the individual objects from the collection object. So in order to retrieve the individual objects from collection object, we will use the cursors. The cursors there are three types of cursors. Those are enumeration, iterator, and list iterator. Using these three cursors, we can retrieve the individual objects from collection object. So first let us see about the enumeration. So enumeration is an interface. This interface has methods. Those are has more element. The return type of this has more element is Boolean. It means it will check the elements in the collection object. If the elements are available, it returns the true, otherwise it returns false. And the next method is next element. It retrieves the next element. So if our collection object has 10 individual objects, the next element first it will pick the next element is the first element. After the first element it will pick the next second element. So in order to retrieve the individual objects from collection object, we have to use these two methods of enumeration interface. Now let us see the example how we will retrieve the individual objects from the collection object using vector, because this enumeration will use this enumeration only for legacy classes. So legacy classes, which are the old classes. What's the old class in collections? So vector is the old class. So for the legacy classes we will use this enumeration iterator. So let us see programmatically how it will be. So here if you check it here, array list. So by using array list, I have created one object that is A, object A. This object A has multiple individual objects. Those are Srini, 88, A10 and A null 10 and 100.6. These are individual objects. So this all together one single object, that is the collection object, that is array list object of A. So these all together as single entity, one object, but internally it has multiple individual objects. Those are Srini, 88, A10, A null 10 and 100.6. Now I want to retrieve each and every individual object from this collection object. This entire is one object, collection object. I want to retrieve each and every individual object from the collection object. So I want to retrieve one by one, Srini, 88, A. So these all I want to retrieve one by one individually. So if I want to retrieve, then I require a cursors. Those are, is available in is a child, the implementation class of list interface. So I have created an object for this vector class